do, and welcome to the second part of Twin Revolving Door. And this tutorial is the second in a series of tutorials on leg hooping and just about everything to do with leg hooping. And this tutorial series is also good for people who have osteoporosis like myself. And I have gained an enormous amount of strength in my legs and hips and my ankles just from doing these moves. If you have osteoporosis and you are doing these moves that we are doing in this tutorial, if you are not comfortable with anything in here, don't do it. If you are afraid of falling or twisting your ankle, it's best not to even try it. Okay, so you want to consult your doctor before you attempt any of the moves on this video. There's a lot of balancing on one leg, learning how to build strength, and those are things that might be a little bit dangerous to tripping or falling. If you have that problem, then you really want to consult your doctor. Because I know when I had first started hooping, I had a lot of tripping and falling and everything before because my legs were not strong. So you might want to try these exercises without the hoop. And we will show you how to do these without the hoop. And then when you feel stronger in your legs, then start adding the hoop. So what we're going to start with on this one is, since the twin revolving door requires being able to remove your leg from the hoop, we're going to start trying to focus on that. So first we're going to try balancing on one leg. And I have a chair sitting here, and that's to sort of keep my balance, keep me from falling. And if you need a chair, or you can use the wall to hold on to the wall, it helps to keep you from falling. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is lifting our leg, and I'm going to work on my left leg in this video. You'll want to do it with both legs so that you'll be equal strength in both legs, and you will need both legs to come out of the hoop in order to do this move. And be patient with yourself. It takes a lot of practice. It takes a lot of work. So if you put a lot of energy into the hooping, you will get that back. You will gain strength, and you will gain coordination and rhythm. You may not have coordination, you may not have balance, you may not have rhythm, but the hoop will teach that to you. Because those were all things I didn't have when I started hooping, and I have become a lot better at it. Okay, and people who know me know that, wow, your balance is a whole lot better now. So stick with it, be patient with yourself, and a lot of practice. I cannot emphasize the amount of practice and strength building you have to do. Okay, so let's get started. So the first exercise, you can use a chair if you want. If you don't want to use a chair, that's fine too. I'm going to use the chair. I've got my right hand on the chair. I'm going to be working on my left leg. And you'll want yourself a little bit away from the chair. And you want to make sure the chair is on a carpet and not on a floor where the chair can slide, because it's not going to be very supportive for you then. And it could be dangerous. So if you're not comfortable with doing this, then try doing it on the wall with your hand up against the wall. Okay, so we're going to start with our left leg, and we're just going to lift it up. When you're balancing on one leg, it's a lot harder to do it if you're not holding on to your leg. If you're holding on to your leg, it stabilizes that leg so that it doesn't throw you off balance. And you'll notice a difference. If you take your hand off your leg, you'll notice that it's a little bit harder to balance. And if you're holding on to the leg, it holds that leg in place so that it doesn't throw you off balance as quickly. Okay, so you're going to hold on to your leg and do that. If you're doing it with the other leg, you're going to want to either turn around and do the other leg, but you're always going to hold on to the chair with the opposite hand as your leg. Right hand, left leg. Right leg, left hand. So you can either move the chair to the other side, but you'll want to do it with both legs. okay, equally, the same amount, so they will be the same in strength. We're going to lift the leg and hold it with our hand for 10 counts, okay, and then you're going to let go and see how long you can keep it there, and then we're going to let it down, and then we're going to let it back up. And I actually hold my leg when I'm doing the twin revolving door. When I remove the leg, lift the leg from the hoop, I then hold on to my leg and then put it back down into the hoop. Okay? So you keep doing this, either with a chair or against the wall. Both legs, you've got your chair over here. Okay? Same thing, hold it for 10 counts and back down again. Okay? 10 counts and back down. And you will notice a difference if you're holding the leg or if you're not holding the leg, if you're just holding the leg up by itself. Okay, if you can hold the leg up by itself, that's fine too. However is easiest for you. But you just keep doing that and you will feel it in here, in your thighs. Okay? And it will strengthen you. And you will be sore tomorrow, okay, from doing it. So after you have done that and you've built up some strength in balancing on that one leg to remove it from the hoop, then we're going to actually start our knee hooping. And by now you should know how to knee hoop comfortably in both directions before attempting this video, because we're going to start hooping on one leg now. So we're going to start the hoop, and when you are leg hooping, and we're going to try to remove one leg out of the hoop. And I'm going to work on the left leg this whole video. I'll be on the left leg. You can do the right leg also, same thing, just the opposite. Okay? So, with the left leg, to lift it out, you want to look for, it's a feeling that when the hoop, after the hoop hits your left leg, then you immediately bring the leg up. And we're not going to bring it up into the position that we had like this. We're going to lift it up and just set it down on the ground outside the hoop, just so you can get the feel of lifting your leg out of the hoop and setting it down, when to lift it out. So the minute you feel the hoop hit your leg, your left leg, then you lift that leg out. So we're going now, and we're just going to lift it up and down to the ground and let the hoop fall. Don't worry about the hoop. When you lift your leg out, it's just a when to lift it out and then put it down on the floor. So right when you feel the hoop hit the left leg, hit, then you're going to lift your leg out and set it down on the ground. Okay, so you try that with both legs. Keep practicing, 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 practicing. That's our motto, practice makes perfect. Okay, so hitting. And if you want, try bumping the hoop with your left leg, and then you know exactly when it is hit. Bump, 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 out. Okay? Okay, so after you get that, this will require now doing more than one thing at a time. When you understand when to bring your leg out, rather than letting our leg step down to the ground, we're going to pull our leg up like we did with our exercise at the beginning. So when you feel the hoop hit the left leg, then we're going to lift it up. So here we go. Now, you're just going to hold the leg, and what you're doing is the hoop is spinning on the other leg. And I think it's easier to spin a hoop on one leg than it is two, because when you think about it, you only have one leg to worry about. With two-legged hooping, you have to think about coordinating both legs. So with one leg hooping, you're just moving your leg back and forth. It would be like just on any other part of your body, your arm, you know, it moves a little. It pushes the hoop. So you're pushing the hoop. When the hoop hits your knee, the front, above your knee, and the back. Okay? And you are just spinning it. And it's, again, it's the same as two-legged hooping, only because remember the first tutorial we had the yellow tape on my knees. You'll want one-leg hooping, you'll want to stay above that tape, above your knees, a couple inches above your knees, in order to keep it spinning. Okay? And you will feel it in your thighs. When you're standing on that leg and the hoop is spinning around that leg, you will start feeling it in your thigh. And it really strengthens your thighs. Okay, so you practice that with your one leg. You bring your one leg out and practice it with both legs. And the hoop keeps hitting the chair. Okay, so practice it with this leg, the left leg and the right leg, and you can bring your leg back, and if you hold on to your leg, like I said, you help your body to balance better. If your leg is just out there, then it's your leg actually moves, and it's what throws you off balance. Okay, you can bring your leg back. Different positions. Try different positions with your leg. Try straight back. You can see. And you will feel this in your hips. Both legs, because they're both working. Okay, and you can hold on to the chair for balance. Keep it spinning. Back up to our starting position. And you can do this while watching TV. I just take my chair in front of the TV and just stand here doing it. I do this every night. Every night. And I practice it for probably about 25 minutes every night. Okay, so do that with both legs. We're not going to do both legs on this video because it makes it too long, but the other leg is the same thing. You put the chair over there, or turn your body, whatever, okay? And basically that is one leg hooping. And that is what this video is all about. If you have any questions, any problems, anything, let me know. And the size hoop that I'm using, because I use a chair too, you don't want to use too big a size diameter hoop. The size diameter hoop I use for my twin hoopings and leg hooping is a 31 inch. Okay, so I think it's easier to leg hoop with a smaller hoop, with a 31 inch versus a 36 or 39, because you tend to get stuck when you're bringing the other leg out and in and back and wherever you're bringing your leg. Too big of a diameter tends to get in the way. And it makes it harder when we get into the changing direction of the one-legged hoop. Okay? So, practice, practice, practice. Have patience with yourself. And if you have any trouble, let me know. Any questions, comments, suggestions, any videos that you have of you practicing this, I would love to see them and put them on my website. So let me know, and stay tuned for part 3. Thanks for watching.